Welcome to SolidWorks Mastery Course. Here we are going to cover SolidWorks Professional Course, SolidWorks Parametric Equation, Reverse Engineering, and Automotive Service Telling. Wait a minute, what is the use of these kind of courses? What is the benefits for learning these kind of softwares? Now I'll tell you in clear about that. SolidWorks Professional Course will cover the topics like solid modeling, surface modeling, sheet metal modeling, weldment modeling, assembly modeling, and drafting. What is the things we need to consider while designing these five different factors? First, start with the solid modeling. Before that, we need to learn about the fundamentals, not only about a sketch profile to design a drawings based on whatever the profiles like a line, circle. Apart from that, we need to consider the modifying entities and quick snaps to design the profiles in a short span of time. That is a one thing, first thing we need to consider in a SolidWorks, that is called fundamentals. Also, we need to think about the product lifecycle management. It is not only important for a SolidWorks designers, it is important for all kind of design engineers because product lifecycle management is a key important for research and development area. Research and development is a creative process to design any kind of a product. Start from the research and development, end at a marketing area. What are the things we need to consider in this product lifecycle management? That is what the first thing you are going to learn in our courses. Next only we'll cover about the fundamentals like whatever the tools in a SolidWorks. Once you consider about the product lifecycle management, next thing is things need to consider in a design. That is nothing but basically if you design in any kind of a product, you need to consider about an aesthetics looks, ergonomics look, what are the factors it is important, how I can able to adjust the shape of the products. That is what the exact things in the particular topic. Then only it will be enter into a sketch profiles. Next one is on solid modeling. Solid modeling will covers not only the basic features like an extruded boss, revolved boss, and whatever the pockets. It covers the advanced features like combined bodies, indent. It is not only important to design the product. It is important for separating of a mold features also. Okay, that's what the importance of learning and advanced features. Here we first initialize the topics. What is the exact use of this tool? By explaining each and every tools. Once we cover the explanations of this particular tool, next we cover with an examples related to that. The examples is not a simple model. It is related to the particular factor. Example, if you learn a move and copy bodies means you will know about the move and copy bodies factors. That is what the first thing need to consider. Next one is a product design. It is important for designing a any kind of products in our day-to-day life like a chair model, bike design, car design, whatever the factor, it is comes under product designs. Learning surface tools only, it is important for learning to design any kind of products. Then is a sheet metal. Sheet metal is an important for designing any kind of a structural products. Okay, what are the things you need to consider while designing a sheet metal? K factor, bend allowance, bend directions, and what is the material properties, what is the thickness which I need to give, what is the bend radius which I need to give to design this product, and how it is suitable to design a weldment structures. Because sheet metal is not same as like an any kind of a software, but SolidWorks imported with the practical knowledge, with the practical experience. Why means if you design a product into the SolidWorks under sheet metal means it is a practical oriented. If you can able to bend the particular sheet, practically it will be able to bend that. If you're not using any kind of properties into this design, practically it is not possible. That is what the difference of it. Once you define each and every factor starts from the solid modeling to the weldment, then you are going to know about an assembly. Assembly modeling is not about the importance of a made. That is the three different types of a made: standard made, advanced made, and mechanical made. Here you can learn about the how I can able to assemble the products and how I can able to create emotions of the products under cam mate, gear mate, and universal joints. What are the mate types it is here, along with an additional features and evaluating features also. Next thing you need to consider about an drafting. Drafting is not only about the creating of a blueprint, it is about creating of a drawing with a proper annotations. That is what the importance of, like how you generate a balloon generation, what is the uses of a revision, and how we can able to add a revision column, what is the beneficial for importing a title block, and what are the different types of projections we need to consider, and a lot of annotation factors in this sheet metal, like how we can generate a BOM generation also. It is mainly for an assembly along with the sheet metal factor, like flattening the plate and creating a proper dimension. Then the next thing you are going to learn is a reverse engineering. Reverse engineering, what is the importance of this? It is only convert an STL file into a solid format, a picture into a solid format, step file into a solid format, and how you can adapt that particular format into a solid modeling or surface modeling. That is what the use of this reverse engineering process. Basically, if you scan any kind of data under a scanner, it will be converted into an STL format. But we need to design this product and convert it into a solid model under reverse engineering process only. Here you can learn about with this example like a chair model, ring designs, and handmade designs. These are the basic examples which we cover. But in the in-depth topic about what is the uses of a mesh data and how we can retrieve the data from this in this courses itself. Next one is an parametric equation. SolidWorks parametric equation, it is nothing like a formula basis, because basically if you can see the formulas like an arithmetic equation, built-in functions, trigonometric functions. These are the additional functions. What is the use of these functions? Sin theta, cos theta, if function, exponential functions. Okay. Why it is important means, basically if you design a large kind of a complex shaped parts under your research and development area, you mention the dimensions of a 10 mm or 100 mm for the particular product. It is not a square, it is a different complex shaped parts. Suppose if you want to adjust the dimension in all kind of a factor relate to this particular dimensions means, what you do, you just select each and every dimension one by one and modify the profiles. But it takes a time. Also, it may uncondition the overall drawing also. What we are going to do in this current condition using SolidWorks parametric equation. That is what the exact use of using this. SolidWorks parametric equation, it is a main thing to define the formula which can able to modify any kind of a complex shaped parts in a simple click. That is a one initial dimension is enough to modify the entire product. That is what the exact use of using SolidWorks parametric equation. Next one is an automotive surface selling. This is a car design, a Ferrari car design. But this car is a lot of shapes under that. It is not easy to model at all kind of profiles under surface, because surface it is easy, also similar like a complex tools, because we cannot able to use a one tool like a lofted surface and boundary surface at one similar position. We cannot able to define a rule surface or trim surface at one particular location. So we need to know what is the use of each and every tools by modeling a all kind of a surface portions under this automotive surface styling only. Once you completed the surface, we just merging each and every entities. In this merging entities also, we need to define the factor like whether it is a gaps between that and how to avoid the gaps. What is the tangential connection which I want to set? How I can able to create a surface properly under that. Once you learn that, you can able to define any kind of a surface or creating any kind of a product designs like an aerofoil shaped designs, aerodynamic designs under the automotive surface styling course. That is what the exact use of in the surface styling course. So, start learning SolidWorks Master Course will enhance your modeling technique and improve a lot of factors. Learn with the technical support. Like if you have any doubts while learning course, our instructor will clarify your doubts at any time you prefer.